Age of Imprisonment released just a couple weeks ago, and I already love the game. I've almost beaten the main campaign, and I don't think I'm going to be slowing down anytime soon on the game's expansive side and post-game content. My enjoyment of the game aside though, it being a Hyrule Warriors game, lots of the mechanics are essentially just fleshed out versions of the game's predecessor's mechanic, in this case being Age of Calamity. Or are they? Well, I think that there are certain parts of Age of Imprisonment that are 100% an improvement over its predecessor, but there's also some parts that I think Age of Calamity actually did better. Today, however, I want to focus on the latter, and I want to discuss 3 things that I think Age of Calamity did better than Age of Imprisonment. Subscribe for more Zelda stuff, and let's talk about it. I have 3 bits I want to discuss today, so let's begin with my first. Customization. In Age of Calamity, there are actually quite a bit of customization options. You could alter a few of the character's clothes, with Link in particular having a huge array of outfits, and you could alter every character's weapons through a decent variety of options, with these weapons and clothes being rewards from beating side content or even main content. That is unfortunately missing from Age of Imprisonment though, with not a single character having any sort of clothing customization, and quite a few characters not having the option of a different weapon either, being locked to a single weapon. This shocked me when I discovered that this was the case in game. With everything this game included, I honestly expected full customization for every character in the game. I don't know if I'm asking for too much there, but it's pretty crazy to me that such a huge mechanic is missing from this game. That's all there really is to cover for this one though, so let's move on to my second pick. Weapons. This one, and my third point as well, actually play into my previous pick about customization. In Age of Calamity, every character has at least a few picks of weapons that they can choose from in the game. It makes the game feel more personalized with you being able to pick your own weapons, and it's a lot of fun to pick what kind of weapon you want your character to main, and discovering new kinds of weapons from side quest rewards and things like that is also a lot of fun. While this is the case for a lot of characters in Age of Imprisonment, a lot of characters are also stuck with a single weapon. For example, Calamo, Zelda, the champions, and the list goes on. This makes it a lot less fun to discover new weapons and upgrades for me, as it's just like, oh, another enhancement to put on my only weapon, versus, what weapon should I use this character for? What enhancements should I use on this weapon? The fact that there isn't a chance to discover a brand new weapon for a certain character you want to use too also kinda sucks to me. Overall, Age of Calamity's weapon system is just a lot more appealing and fun to me personally. Alright, and now down to my final point, which as I mentioned earlier connects to both my previous points. We have the rewards. I said earlier that you get weapons, upgrades, and armor from side quest and main quest rewards throughout the game, and I really enjoy this mechanic in Age of Calamity. There's always a chance to discover a new weapon or clothing item, and it makes it feel like the game just has a lot to offer to the player in terms of, well, rewards. Age of Imprisonment doesn't have this aspect of wonder to its reward system. You can get Zonai Iron to upgrade some weapons, which is cool, but the variety of new weapons you can receive from rewards is very much lowered from Age of Calamity, as many characters are locked to only using a single weapon, so there's not a point in getting new ones. There's also obviously less clothes to be received too, as they literally don't exist in this game. Essentially, I just prefer Age of Imprisonment's variety of rewards over Age of Imprisonment. Alright, and with that, we have now gone over all of my points for the things I think Age of Calamity did better than Age of Imprisonment. By the way, this is in no way a message of hate towards Age of Imprisonment. As I said really early in the video, I absolutely love the game, and it does a lot of stuff better than Age of Calamity, more than Age of Calamity does better than it. With all that being said, here's what I'll be wrapping up this week's video. If you enjoyed the video, remember that subscribing and liking is free and supports me a lot, and as always, thanks for watching.